Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the Bums Happy Hour presented by Jack's Place, 7000 West Southwest Highway in Chicago Ridge, Illinois. I'm Bologna. I'm with the head bum in charge, Jason, Erin, and Joey P. First and foremost, happy Friday, everybody. Salud.
Happy Friday.
Happy belated birthday to Erin. We got a birthday.
Yes.
Girl.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Got a birthday treat.
Let's go around the 22 years young. Let's go around the room. I'll start with you, Jay. What do you got going on for this Friday happy hour?
All right, so I'm gonna break out some new here. I have the Goose Island Shamrock Stout.
Hell yeah! Let me know how that is.
So,
nice.
So fresh pop, and I'm gonna give a beer review here. So it's bourbon barrel aged, a hint of mint, a touch of cocoa, and a lot of luck.
That's my shit. Let's do it.
Oh, the luck. I like the add of luck. That's a good adjunct, if you will. I learned that from Dougie.
14.1.
14.1. Woof.
All right,
that's my style.
One sip. Everybody knows the rules.
That's good.
Oh, yeah. That's the intern review right there.
From Erin, the intern. That's a good review.
Ooh,
Erin, you mentioned you needed a drink. You said, I need a drink. What do we?
I need a friggin' drink.
Yeah.
Lalo, I don't know if you can see it. I saw we had a little tweet out about the Tequila Bums Green Valley Wine and Spirits Lalo. I got my first bottle last month, and that stuff is so good. Oh, I love it. So, cheers.
Salud. That's a nice little tie-in. We got a Lalo review on the YouTube. Go, Jay.
Before you get to Joey, real quick,
go ahead.
This is like you get like a lot of like minty chocolate at the finish. You get like the barrel bourbon like stout in the beginning and like minty chocolate in the finish. It's like a liquid Andes.
Sounds
okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I was gonna say like a Shamrock Shake, maybe.
It's not that minty.
Okay.
More like the dark chocolate minty, right?
I was
with the Andes chocolate bar.
That makes sense. All right. Yeah. Before I get to Joey, you mentioned the Lalo. We do have a review out on this YouTube channel. If you guys want to watch, the Tequila Bums are out in full force. We got a Bourbon Bums review. We got a Tequila Bums review. You guys could watch that after. Look at that, Joey. After you watch the happy hour. Joey, is that what you're drinking tonight?
Yes, absolutely, hermanos, hermanas, everybody out there watching and commenting. Yeah, that's exactly what we got right here. You know, go ahead and watch a review, pick up two, three of these delicious.
We didn't even try to match
any Lalo now. I don't have any. I
know. I should have planned this. I'm gonna.
The other day he was gonna try to dress the same shirt as me, and he didn't. So today he said, "Let me match the tequilas."
Exactly. At least I had to, find the perfect match, and right there I found it with those two bottles. And of course, I got our trusty Modelo here on this Friday. So.
As always, you've got the Southside Sox Irish shirt on, but you got the tequila going. You got it's basically your heritage all rolled into one.
And a Modelo.
You're representing it. It's literally Joey P. You couldn't get more Joey P right now. He's right.
It's Bum's Happy Hour. The good vibes running through these veins of all this Irish Mexican in me. I've had my fill of Irish whiskey last weekend, and you got
another week. We got another week of Irishing, man. You gotta get the Irish stouts. You gotta get the here, and then we got right here handy next to me. We got some Jameson. I keep it in the well. You never know when you want a Jameson and ginger, or something. So
yeah, I'm down.
I do feel like how the month of March turned out. I feel like people are going to be celebrating St. Patrick's Day for 3 weeks straight. Sometimes it's one weekend or then the other, but for 2025, it's a full-blown basic month of celebration. It's crazy.
I'm down. I mean, we went last week to a little Charmed pop-up St. Patrick's Day thing. We got to do something this weekend, and next week's St. Patrick's Day, so I could do 3 weekends in a row. Let's do this.
Literally 3 weekends in a row. I respect that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've got. I'm right there with you, Joey. I've got my Modelo, trusty Modelo in hand. I've got another backup. It's Bottle Kill Friday at the Bologna household. I've been trying to get done. I'm trying to get another Michter's product.
Now you guys with Michter's.
You guys are doing the Lalos, and we're doing the Michter's product. Okay. I'm trying to finish. My goal. I poured one. I'm trying to finish this by the end of the show, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm hosting.
Save that for me because that's my favorite whiskey.
I'm sad about this.
If you want it.
This is the 2024 release for the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye, and I saw the email went out that the 25 is coming out very soon, this month probably. So I'm kind of reluctantly killing this in hopes that I get next year or this year's release, and I don't feel bad about not having this on the shelf. Also a little sad if I do finish this, I won't do a side by side between.
See, I'm more of a saver than a get rid of rubber. Like, I have got some old ass bottles up there.
I'll help you
this
out.
is 2022. And
Yeah.
I thought the same thing. I've got 22, 23, 24. I'm like, if I get this year's, I could do a full flight. But I'm like, this has been sitting it was like this long. It's probably like a little aired out. So it's like, I got to finish it anyway. Jay, I got the 2024. We could still do a side by side.
I got the 3 as well. I got 22, 23, 24. But sorry, you're talking about the barrel strength, right?
For the Michter's Rye.
Who wants to do the 5?
Yeah, I want to. We get a 25, and then we'll be able to rock. It'll be a nice video.
Stay tuned for that. Before we get going with the show, I did want to ask Erin how Miami was. You went to Miami for your birthday in the middle of, in between February and March. I'm like, that's the perfect time to go to Miami. How was it?
It was absolutely perfect. The weather was great. No, you didn't wear hoodies, you didn't wear pants. It was just shorts.
You walked around pantsless?
Shorts, not pantsless.
Club style. We need the poo style.
Man, the laws in Miami are getting really relaxed now.
I mean, you know what? It is Florida. Whatever goes. I could be a Florida man, No, it was a good time. I was specifically going down there for the women's pro basketball Unrivaled. It was amazing. They specifically built it for just a tiny 850 to about 1,000 fans. Tickets were like $100 a piece, and I was sitting like 3 rows up from the court. Wanda Sykes was right in front of me. Angel Reese sat right in front of me. Like I got to see the players close up. You could hear everyone talking to the refs. It was like the coolest experience. But I think one of the nicest things is that every game, and they have 3 games a week, they have a fan fest beforehand. Everything's free. You get prizes. You can do like a little video. I should have sent over the video. You could play it. They do a slow motion video of you like dribbling the basketball or shooting or doing whatever you want to do, ball handling skills. They make up like a player card for you. So I got like a little player card. Super cool. Everything was free. It was amazing. And
imagine like doing the slow-mo thing, and then like you blow out your hamstring or something. You just see like
yeah, it would be perfect for sure. Yep. Yeah, it was super cool. Food was amazing. Like I love Chicago food, but Florida wasn't too bad. Like it's pretty good.
I gave you shit about the Venezuelan hot dog I've ever had. Yeah, I don't know about that. We're gonna have to judge that. Are you guys, Joey P, Jason? I haven't been to I turned 21 and I went to Miami, and that's the last time I was there. I think I'm too old for Miami, but would you guys ever go back?
No.
I was a couple years ago.
You're not too old.
Yeah.
No, I was there 2 years ago.
I saw like 60-year-old women going into the bachata clubs. I'm like, maybe I'm too young. I don't know. Shit.
Yeah, we went. It was March. I think it was March or May of 2023. And no, it was March. Sorry, but it's not the same. Like the food's good. But walking around South Beach, being on Ocean Drive, it didn't have the same vibe as it did 10, 15 years ago.
Early 2000s.
So I didn't stay on South Beach because I thought I was too old for that. So I stayed like inland Miami, south of downtown, cute little Airbnb. Like I wasn't doing South Beach. No.
Yeah, we were on South Beach. It was a rewards trip for my wife's job, and we weren't on actual like South Beach, but we were a little up, like maybe like 12th Avenue or something like that. So
yeah,
it wasn't that bad, but like we walked down over there, and it wasn't the same. It didn't have the same like crazy party vibe, even walking around at night and everything. It was just very subdued.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miami never happened for me, and I also had the dream at 21. Peter's going to tell his side. Yep.
Yeah, I turned 21. I went with my cousin Javi. Jason, you know him. The first thing we did when we got like to our hotel. We walked to like Ocean Avenue, South Beach. We bought white linen pants. We were real cute. We bought those like white linen pants that everybody wears, with, like the Hawaiian.
Razor Ramones.
We need the pictures. Oh my god!
I mean, back then, this was like 100 pounds ago. I was in shape. I thought I looked great, but this was also like 2004, maybe like in 2003. It was a lifetime ago, but I don't think I'll go back. I'm more of a Naples. I think maybe Naples is the way.
Yeah, Naples is fun. Down there. Naples is also like retirement town, so I mean you fit in very well over there.
Trust me, I went to the Florida Keys and I thought I was too old for Key West, so I stayed on like one of the middle Marathon Keys. It was nothing but 70-year-olds. I'm like, I am not this old, so don't. You are not too old for Florida activities at all.
I have made the trip to Tampa a couple times, and I'm going back in about a month for a work trip. So.
People who go to Tampa come back with things taped to their intestines.
I mean, yeah, like the next time I'm in Florida, it's definitely not going to be Miami. It's going to be Disney with the two kids. So that's going to be a different animal. Maybe I'd rather
you got money. Oh,
no, I mean we don't know when that's going to happen. We got no money. But yeah. All right. Before we get going, I named this the title of the show today is Bag Fumblers because Jay, you had a pretty good idea for a segment. But before we get to that, we're going to tell you guys a little bit about Jack's Place. The Bums Happy Hour is presented by Jack's Place. Located at 7000 West Southwest Highway, Jack's Place is the best little bar and slots lounge in the southwest suburbs. Whether you're looking for a live music night, a comedy night, or a Chicago Sports Bums event, Jack's Place is the place to be. Major League Baseball and March Madness is just around the corner, and Jack's Place is the perfect spot to cheer on your favorite team. Jack's Place is proudly female-owned and operated. Next time you're in the southwest suburbs, stop by Jack's Place and tell them the Chicago Sports Bum sent you.
Oh, yeah. All right. So I saw this article in my feed a couple weeks ago, and I quote tweeted it. I'm going to pull it up here, guys. And Sydney Sweeney and her fiance have postponed their wedding after a 3-year engagement. And I quote tweeted this and I said, is this the biggest fumble in history? Because I mean, like, this guy was engaged to Sydney Sweeney and he couldn't close the deal on it. I mean, obviously she's probably one of the hottest actress, most talked about actress right now. And I wouldn't say, when I say hottest actress, I don't mean as far as, you know, like getting all like the super high end movies and but I'm like popularity wise and, you know, obviously just with, you know, looks and her boobs and, you know, all that. So she's gorgeous, right? No one's gonna take that away. So this guy, and I didn't get his name on this one, so because obviously he's irrelevant now. But is this, and I have a list here, some other ones potentially, but is this one of the biggest fumbles or the biggest fumble in relationship history?
Good question. I don't know if biggest, because while Sydney Sweeney is popular at the time, we don't know where her career is going to go. And if judging by the movies that she's made recently, like it might be a flavor of the week, or, you know, like, and no disrespect to her, but like her before Euphoria was awesome. Euphoria, like, you know, put everyone on the map, but like the Madam Web movie and all the other movies, like, kind of bad choices. So while now it's like a big fumble, 2-3 years from now it might be irrelevant. I will say though, Jay, I didn't want to really dive deep into like looks and everything else like that, but my man's got that hairline. He probably should have secured that bag 2 years ago before this happened. This guy looks like Chris Klein from the American Pie movies, but this was like in the 90s, so it's like tough scene. So tough scene for this guy specifically.
To paraphrase Keke Palmer, I don't know who those people are. So
you know Sydney Sweeney?
No, maybe, I don't know. She cute though. Good job.
I mean,
that ugly man.
I'm proud of her, because I will say, like, he definitely punched up. He definitely punched above his weight class, pulling Sydney Sweeney. So the fact, like you said, Peter, he couldn't lock it down. makes me wonder what's really going on here. Maybe she realized that now that she's getting more popular and hanging around with more pretty boy actors and stuff, maybe she realized I gotta punch up myself.
Was he like a producer, director, or anything like that? Do you know anything about him?
Let me see here.
Do a quick Google, because I feel like that happens a lot. Actors and actresses will be with producers, directors who aren't attractive to us, maybe, but have different reasons for dating them. But
I will say, like, every relationship's different, and like, who am I to judge? I dated Julie for close to 7 years before we ended up getting engaged. But once you're engaged, it's like shit or get off the pot, right? 3-year engagement. It's like, what are you doing? Like, at least figure that part out. Once you're in, start planning, start doing it. 3-year engagement. It's like, it's probably a good thing that they ended up breaking up.
So he's 41 years old. So she's 27. So he got the younger.
God, you know what? This is not a bag fumble. She dodged a bullet. That's
I'm calling it.
He's a producer. He is a Hollywood producer. So you nailed it, Erin.
That's a good call, Erin.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Jay, I haven't personally watched any of her stuff, believe it or not, because I haven't really gotten into a lot of TV and movies these days. But as far as their situation here, we don't know what it was like at home for them 3 years. So it could have been one of those things where maybe she was the problem and he was the one that postponed it, because there like, I didn't read too far into the weeds here, but who broke it off, or was it a mutual postponement?
They all say it's mutual, right? Every time you're a Hollywood couple, it's always mutual. Like,
Right, who's next on the fumble list?
All right, so here's some other big fumbles that I think go down is in the top 10. Because every celebrity dates every. So I'm not throwing a lot of stuff. I'm maybe doing a little recency bias here, but Sabrina Carpenter and Barry Keoghan.
He cheated on Sabrina. He fumbled hard. That's worse than Sabrina.
So the only he fucked up. Once you're, I mean, if you're cheating, that's bad news. You fucked up. I will admit that. But when I think of bag fumbles, I think of like nobodies, like that other guy that looks like Chris Klein. Barry Keoghan is in a bunch of movies. He's on tap to play Joker. Like, he has a fairly successful career. So although Sabrina Carpenter is one of the biggest pop stars in the world right now, like, gigantic, he's still famous, young, and rich. I don't know how much he fumbled, if you will.
But he looks like
as opposed to the other guy. I know. That's
and he had sex with a grave on a movie.
That was just art.
No.
That movie was fucked up.
I said, shut it off.
What was the name of that movie? That movie was
Saltburn.
Saltburn.
It was so bad.
That's why I only watch Marvel movies, is because those movies, I turn them on, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And
I could never date someone who, I don't care if it was a movie for a role. You had sex with a grave, my guy. No.
And Sabrina, she's just like pouring it on right now, because like right now in her concerts and her tour, all she's doing is just like rolling around on stage in lingerie and shaking her, and she is flaunting it and putting it right back in his face, like, you fucked up, and doing the songs about him and everything. Like, oof. Like, I think it's a pretty up there fumble.
I think that one's that's a good one.
Yeah, for recent, that story sounds legit. Legit fumble there.
All right, next one here. This is from a few years ago. Tom Brady and Giselle. Tom Brady arguably had the biggest supermodel in the world, and he chose to go back to football instead of being home and banging his supermodel wife.
He's married to the game. Again, I don't know like if this is necessarily a fumble. Tom Brady's not known for fumbles or interceptions. This guy is calculated, TB12, if you will. I don't know if this is much a fumble as just two people equally as famous, divorcing. The first one, I agree. The first one was the biggest fumble so far, in my eyes.
I think it was another dodging of the bullet for Giselle because Tom Brady's so boring. He
sucks so bad.
Doesn't like to eat any food. He's boring. He wants to go to work. Get the fuck out of here. Good job, Giselle.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you guys, and especially since like just the fact that you could say you married the most popular supermodel at that time, you know, Victoria's Secret supermodel, you know, you had it, and then you chose football over her, and she's like, "All right, I'm out. I'm gonna go bang my judo instructor."
Well, yeah, that's a tough scene for him. But I mean, if I'm flipping the script around, she could say she married the best football player of all time.
Yeah.
So like,
True.
it's not necessarily a fumble when you're, you know, literally the best at your craft at something. And I'm sure, you know, Tom Brady ain't fighting for scraps.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
And I think after 13 years, I mean, there should be some sort of some leniency as far as calling it a fumble or not, because they made it work for a lot of years.
I agree with that. Yeah, Joey.
Yeah. This one, as opposed to the other two, like, I mean, they have a family, they had kids and stuff like that, as opposed to, you know, Barry Keoghan and that other bozo. Those
this is just your average divorce.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hollywood divorce.
Okay. What about this one? Sofia Vergara and Joe Manganiello.
Oh, I didn't know they broke up. But I don't think this is a fumble either because they were married for a while.
Yeah, they were.
But it's still Sofia Vergara, you know, like, I mean.
Well, again, I don't think this is a fumble.
It's not a fumble.
Because
not a fumble.
That guy's fucking hot, dude. Look at that guy.
They're both sexy people.
That's what I'm saying.
Very sexy people. They're fine. Not a fumble. No flag on the play. Next.
No flag. Even though Sophia's in her 50s right now, still looking like that. Not a fumble.
They're both gorgeous. Jason, I'm telling you, I like both of those people.
If the jury says not a fumble, I'm gonna say it's not a fumble. I got two more here. But before I do the next slide, because I didn't have one, I'm gonna say Pete Davidson. Is he fumbling more than Austin Eckler or Velus Jones right now? Because he had Kate Beckinsale, Ariana Grande, Emily.
I don't think you could call any of those a fumble.
I think you call that a player.
That play.
Yeah, he's just working down the list. That guy is
even though he's been tied with some of the hottest women, and he's
got game.
All right, okay. So
maybe they all fumbled.
You know what I will say about him specifically? He didn't necessarily fumble those relationships. I think him paying all that money to remove all of his tattoos is a bad call because he's known for that. He was like a bad boy. There's a little bit of like a darkness to him because of that. He just looks like a Joe Schmo now. Like
he looks so much better with the tattoos.
When I saw him with no tattoos, I was like, of all the people, that was a bad call. That was a bad call for him.
Put him back.
Put him back. Paint him back on.
All right, I got one more. Might be one of the biggest fumbles too. Jeff and Kelly Kapowski.
I would say such bad words to Jeff. I can't cuss. I can't say bad words. It's not in my vocabulary.
What is this? The Hard Knocks? What are you talking about, Joey? We can fucking say whatever we fucking want.
You know what, Jeff Hunter? You freaking home wrecker, you ruined one of the best relationships that I had growing up.
Oh my God.
With Zach and Kelly Kapowski. You broke our hearts when we watched that episode on a Saturday morning. You broke my heart. And then for what? For you two-timing. I'm having an HBIC moment here. For her to just catch you with another girl
I've never
dancing.
seen you so mad.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Oh my goodness. Jeff Hunter. Ooh.
You guys want to know something crazy? I should have put this together and sent the photo in, but I did security for Tiffany Thiessen last year.
What? Hold on.
I did.
We're going big for this. We got to talk about this. What are we talking about?
I did. So I do security sometimes. And they said it's a bookstore in the town that I work in. And they said, Tiffany Thiessen has a cookbook. Whoever responds first gets the job. And I'm like, bet. Yes, please. So I show up, sweetest lady in the world, obviously very gorgeous. But I'm like, yeah, I'll be your security. She's signing books. Her husband, who is a skater guy, I don't really know. No, No. I don't know who her
I'll look it
husband
up
is.
real quick.
Yeah, we got to get
But
this info.
he
We got to
like
judge this guy hard.
FaceTimes. He like
Brady Smith.
FaceTimes. What'd you say?
Brady Smith.
Brady Smith. I think is he a skater or artist or something? I don't know.
He's an actor.
So he FaceTimes her and goes, "Oh yeah," and he's like, "Do you have security?" And he's like, "Yep, Erin's my security." Knew my first name, like panned the FaceTime call to me, and I'm like, "Hi," like, and I just spent 3 hours hanging out with Tiffany and making sure no creeps did anything weird to her. So
That's pretty cool.
She's awesome, nicest lady ever.
Are you gonna get us sued by like NDAs or anything like this? I'm
Oh,
gonna edit this out.
No, not at all. It was just a public book signing that she did. It was really fun.
That's awesome.
Cool. Yeah, that dude Jeff, he fucked up, man.
Jeff fucked up. That's all my fumbles I have. Those were some Bayless Jones level fumbles. So yeah, people in in the comments, I'd love to see out of the whole list here who you thought was the biggest fumble, or if you I missed one, because I'm not big into celebrity gossip and relationships, so maybe I missed one. There's a lot of like the Jennifer Aniston and the Jennifer Lopez.
I would say Brad Pitt's a good one.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of those ones.
He fumbles so many.
Yeah, if you got a big fumble, let me know. All right, so that's my segment for the pod.
Again, Brad Pitt's not fumbling; he's Brad Pitt. That's almost like he's just going down the line.
If you look up Brad Pitt's
the hottest guy in the world. I would argue Brad Pitt is hotter. Brad Pitt is hotter than anybody he's dated.
Jennifer Aniston.
That's a take.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, I think Brad Pitt's hotter.
That's like the Derek Jeter, persona, kind of in a way.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think we need to bring that to a poll, Peter.
Yeah.
Is Brad Pitt hotter than Angelina or
Angie?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a couple more. Gwyneth Paltrow, he dated.
Gwen?
There's a couple of them. But that's my take. Maybe I'm wrong.
Interesting.
All right, Joey, Joey had a question for the group, but before I introduce the question, we got to play a video. So this is out in San Francisco, I believe. This went viral this week, and it's two grown-ass men fighting for a Pokemon card vending machine.
Wait, are they fighting or is he boxing out?
What's
going on?
That's a good rebound. That's good rebound control is what he was doing.
He's controlling the paint.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't seem like a fight. It just seems like more he's like blocking the other guy out, like or he was security for the vending machine or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess the story I saw was like they restocked the vending machine, and like all these people that resell Pokemon cards like know when they get restocked. So I think they were fighting for the first spot in line.
Yeah. It's like getting in line for sneakers or
whatever. You know what? I 100% agree with that, because you guys ever see those videos for at Costco when they stock the cards at Costco?
Yeah.
And people just start just ripping them out like boxes and stuff. These people are nuts.
Yeah.
So what do we got, Joey? What's the question for the group?
Question for the group is just to basically, share any experience you have actually witnessing something as vile and reckless and crazy as that, and it could be a Black Friday experience. It could be just anywhere that you've actually experienced in person, your own eyes, something as crazy as that, where folks are just going crazy over a product or a service, you name it. So, Peter, you start.
Yeah, so I've got three experiences standing in line for stuff. The two that you would think was going crazy wasn't bad. So in high school and in college, all throughout my 20s, I would stand in line for Jordans. I told a story about Ford City back when it was bumping before Joey P, eulogized it last week in his Twitter account. He used to be bumping. I used to go there for Jordans, and then we moved to the city. We moved to the suburbs. I went to the Orland Park Foot Action and things like that. But I never saw craziness with Jordans. It was a raffle system. You would get a ticket, or sometimes you would have to buy something the week before to be able to buy. Like, so I remember my favorite Jordan, one of my favorite Jordans ever is the white cement 4s. I love them. They're actually releasing this year. I'm going to have to get a pair. But I remember standing in line for the white cement 4s. And at that time, I mean, you would buy them for like $165, and people, you would buy it, you'd leave, and people would offer you cash, $400, just leaving the store. People were trying to buy them as you left the store. But I wanted them, so I kept them. But I never really saw anything crazy or fights. And then the other thing is, like, you know, Jason, sometimes allocated whiskey, you're waiting in line, or whiskey drops where people know the deliveries. You're standing in line with a couple, 2-3 people.
I've experienced myself, like on Pappy Drop Day.
Yeah,
like people trying to like fight for that position in line and say, no, I was here first. You got people waiting in the parking lot for 3 a.m, and you're just like, holy shit! Like, it's just fucking brown water, guys. Like, I don't know why you're sitting in a parking lot and then at the crack of dawn, and why you're
grown ass adults.
Yeah, and getting butthurt about someone, you know, being ahead of you.
Yeah, but so that. I've stood in line for whiskey. I've stood in line for Jordans. All of that has gone fairly fine. Johnny and Julie, a Black Friday when we used to live together in Justice, they both wanted to buy TVs. Johnny wanted a TV for himself for his room. Julie wanted to buy a TV for her parents for Christmas. So we went to Best Buy like 3 a.m, like standing line, like waiting for like Insignia TVs, whatever it was. And I remember standing there in the middle of, you know, November saying, I don't care how much a TV costs. This is the last time I stand in fucking line at goddamn Best Buy. Like, that was the worst experience of my life. Those people standing in lines for electronics at Best Buy back in the early 2000s, that was like literally animals. Like, it was crazy. I was like, I'm not doing it. But we got the 2 TVs we needed. We put them in the back of my truck, and we're like, let's get out of here.
What? How cold was it then? Do you remember how cold it was?
It was just
really cold.
It was just cold enough for me to regret going. So It wasn't like below freezing. It was like, it was below freezing, but it was like 20 degrees. But 20 degrees at 3 a.m. is colder than 20 degrees when the sun's
when you're
out.
just stationary and not moving.
You're not moving.
It's worse.
And like, you're on cement. Like, if you go to Bears games, there's a trick where you put cardboard or carpet underneath your boots and like, you stay warm. But like, if you're just standing on cement with sneakers on, you're freezing. So yeah, man, that's my experience.
So my experience is I actually worked a Black Friday Best Buy in the early 2000s.
Yeah. Oh,
and I had and the people standing in line at 3 a.m. and 20-degree weather trying to get some fucking TVs was fucking insane. Like, what is wrong with you people? Why are you outside? I'm here pulling up to work. I no sleep. It might have been, you know, I might have, you know, maybe sold a TV to an early Johnny, you know, for an Insignia TV back then. But yeah, I worked at Best Buy on a Black Friday, and that was my worst experience ever. Like, people are nuts.
That's crazy. So I don't think I've witnessed anything like super crazy, but to kind of segue with like the standing in line, the Nintendo Wii came out 2009-ish? No, 8-9-ish.
Oh, the Wii.
I was gonna say like 2010 or something like
that. I was still in Illinois, so I went to like the Toys R Us in Orland and stood in line. It was cold as hell. They were giving out tickets. I was an idiot. I think like my mom, like our parents kind of ruined me on like Black Friday rushing sales. It's just like I wasn't interested in that kind of stuff. So never did anything like that. So I wasn't familiar with standing in lines. So I'm like, I'm just going to go sit in my car because it's just a little too cold. A couple more people start showing up from where I originally got in line. So I got in line and they hand out ticket 100 to the person in front of me, and I did not get a ticket for the Nintendo Wii that I woke up early for. So
you went into your car before you even got a ticket?
Yeah.
Rookie mistake.
Wait, could it be the biggest bag fumble ever?
That could
possibly
be. The same thing happened with me when the PlayStation 3 came out, because that was a new revolutionary console. And I actually had to buy a third party off of Peter's uncle or cousin or something. Yeah, his cousin snagged up like 100 PlayStation 3s, and I went to his basement, paid $700 cash for a fucking PS3 that he probably hijacked off a truck.
Right off the truck.
No. I'll tell you, it's the exact same story. The day that PlayStation 3 released, this guy, my cousin John Henry, Julie mentioned, like, this guy hustles like you wouldn't believe, like How to Make It in America style. Shout out HBO. So this guy, what he did was he paid all of my younger cousins $100 each to stand in line in Best Buy.
Yes.
So all of the people that got Best Buy or that got PlayStations from Countryside Best Buy were related to me, because it was just like one by one getting tickets. And then he bought them all. He had, I think at the time he called me because he's like, "Hey, do you want a PS3?" I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah! How much do you want for him?" And he's like, $800. I'm like, "Fuck you!" I'm like, "I'll buy it off of you MSRP, or I'm telling my tias." But
yeah, because like back then it was like 300 when they got $300.
Yeah,
I'll give you $350. He said no, and then he sold it to Jason for like $800.
Wow.
and listen, I will say that was the best investment that I made at that time, because true story, that PlayStation got me laid.
It was that hot in the streets that you said, "I gotta
come again."
You want to come play Spyro the Dragon? What was PlayStation?
Yeah, there was.
You ever played PlayStation 3?
It was like a week after I got it. I was on a date with this girl, and she was like, I told her I got a PlayStation. She's like, "You got a PlayStation 3?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, can I come see it?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, you can come by and see it." And then, so
you could have told that girl you got a coffee maker. She was come home.
I have a puppy.
Yeah, that sounds like it. That sounds like she was just,
I've got this blender. It's a Ninja.
Oh, yeah. I'll look at your PlayStation 3.
Oh shit. That was a good question, Joey.
Yeah. Right. Well, my experience was, I'll go quickly with mine.
No, that's all right. Take your time.
My experience was, of course, crazy. And it started my first job at 16, to share with you, Jason, working a Black Friday at RIP Kmart in the city. On 71st
Kmart Black Friday.
Kmart Black Friday. City, what was it? City, whatever.
Yeah,
Circuit City?
Circuit City, yeah.
Circuit City, Kmart. Yeah, it was Kmart for me. And as a 16-year-old, of course, knowing that, I'm going to have a 4-day weekend off from school, they put me on the schedule to work it on Wednesday, on Black Friday. On Black Wednesday. I'm sorry, Jay. So, of course, I couldn't party it up at the house parties as every other 16-year-old would do at St. Lawrence.
Yeah.
I had to go to work. And it was traumatizing, literally. Watching everybody just there was like shopping carts pushing into each other all night long, and then getting called up to like go to the back and pull out more. The people were fighting over toilet paper. The Scott's 1000 roll that was on sale for like back then, a 24-pack roll of Scott's toilet tissue, I think was on sale for $5 for like a 24-pack, and that was actually the number one thing everybody was fighting over.
Our moms were crazy, bro.
Yeah, Kmart's back in the day, they were a different breed, I could say. It scared me so much. At like 18 months is all I could do, and then I jumped on to another adventure I've been with ever since. Thanks be to God. But that with retail, I was like, never again. That Black Friday, I was done. I actually started my new job at 17, November 8th. Right before they put me on the schedule to work the next Black Friday.
Nice.
That ain't happening.
Said no.
Yeah, retail. I think like retail humbles you to the point where I think like every kid, 16 to 21 should probably work retail at one point in their life.
Or serving, or like a restaurant.
Yeah, or serving. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It should be like it should be like a requirement for like getting a driver's license.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like South Korea like forces you to join the military for a year or two. Like
same thing. Retail, military, same thing.
Yeah. Basically, my 2 years at American Eagle were basically like, no, I'm just gonna say no, that's stolen valor. I'm not gonna do that.
Wow, I was in the Army. I'm gonna say no, brother.
I'm gonna play an ad. You know what? I'm gonna save this story for another happy hour. I've got a horror story from me working at American Eagle. I'll save that for another day. I'm gonna play an ad, and then we're gonna get to Erin's slideshow because I'm excited about this. ShySportsBums.BigCartel.com is the home for all Chicago sports bums merch. We have Bears, Hawks, Sox, and Bums merch available. Anything you need to get ready for a big game or a Chicago Sports Bums event. Remember, all profits go directly back into our Whiskey at Comiskey tailgates to keep the beer and food free for everyone. So head over to ShySportsBums.BigCartel.com and pick up a couple Toot Tree shirts today.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Whiskey at Comiskey, clock is ticking. We got RSVPs. You could click the link in this bio. I added the link. You could RSVP straight from the YouTube page. But if not, go to our YouTube or go to our Twitter, go to our Instagram, RSVP. If you're coming to Whiskey at Comiskey, we got Bubba's Whiskey as the featured whiskey for our home opener. And we announced it last week. Ramova Other Half Beer is providing all of the beer for the tailgate. We're excited about that. And Jason, you know, we like to tease. We're a big fan of tease. Monday, we're going to announce something else.
Yes, we said Monday. It's going to be Monday's going to be a show you probably don't want to miss because there's going to be some. It might be a new era for the Bums, but that's all I'm going to say. But we're very, very happy with the way the turnout's going and the way we're getting everything locked down for opening day. We have 120 RSVPs so far. That's fucking insane that we got that many people coming to our tailgates, and we're still 3 weeks away. Right. So it's only, we always get a bunch of last minute. And plus, when we announce the stuff that's coming down the pipeline, I think it's going to even pop off even more. So make sure you tune in on Monday and keep dropping those RSVPs. And I want to say one thing to people who are listening. We put on there in the RSVP, because we do it every year, for our limited edition Whiskey at Comiskey tailgate tee. And we do it band style. So we have everyone's, Twitter handles or Instagram handles on the back of the shirt, kind of like an old school concert tee. And if you are bringing a guest and your guest wants to be on the shirt, please shoot us a message, a DM or something if they want to be added, because we noticed that some people just put their handle on there and they did not put if any of their guests are interested. So if you're bringing someone that we know or has been on the shirt before, please let us know if they want to be a part of it too, because we're going to only sell that shirt for about 2 weeks and then it's gone. So if you want to be a part of it and be included, don't get FOMO. Get your name in the back.
Don't fumble that bag.
Exactly. So hit up the RSVPs. You can find it everywhere on our socials and on the YouTube page. One quick last plug. I'm wearing the hat. You can see it right there. 2025 Whiskey at Comiskey hat pre-sale. It ends the 15th. So it's ending next week. We're going to get them printed. They're going to be at opening day. So you're going to be able to pick it up at Whiskey at Comiskey. If you want it and you want it shipped, we will be taking orders after the tailgate. So you can see it here. You can see it on the screen. It's a beautiful hat. So shout out to Jose. He kills it as always.
So
Kickflip riffs. All right, Erin, you put up a shy show. We've done this once before. Missy did this like a year ago, and it went really well. I'm interested to see if we could figure this out. You had a Who Tweeted That segment.
Yeah. I like how in the picture you just see Peter's hat. Like Peter got cut off.
Who tweeted
I cropped it. This was a vertical picture, and I had to crop it for YouTube. And I was like, I'm not gonna. If I would have cropped you out, Jason, you would have been like, what the hell?
You refused to do the millennial selfie.
Yeah, I guess you got to teach me the ways, because I'm still doing the old school selfies, not the 0.5 that people say or something like that.
Yeah, 0.5 fucks.
Are you a 0.5 selfie guy?
If it's for a group photo, yeah.
Oh shit, maybe I gotta do it. Did we lose Erin right before her segment started?
We might have.
Oh no.
She might have Telemoon. Oh, there she is.
Ah, there she's back. Yeah.
That T-Mobile internet.
You guys got Telemundo
internet.
On this episode of the Bums Happy Hour, the Telemundo internet is provided to Erin.
Yes.
T-Mobile. All right.
All right, let's get back to the segment. Who tweeted that? I'll let you lead it because I don't know who it is, but I guess maybe we guess. If you
guys just guess because I know.
Is this all the bums?
All six of us.
All six of us. If you really know if it's like I'm me, then don't answer. Let everybody else answer. But I don't remember who tweeted this.
You know, no. If like some people might not know that they tweeted this because I took some from 2020, 2010. So you never know.
All right. So this first one is anyone down to eat saltines as a snack? No question mark. And me, I'm a big like the whole Fonseca family, big saltine family. So this could have been me, but I don't remember tweeting it out. I think I would have been embarrassed.
So I did not have a Twitter account in 2020. I only tweeted from the main. So I know it's not. I know it's not me.
That's a hack now.
Dang it!
So I know it's not me.
Oh, shit, then it might be me. Joey, you don't seem like a saltine guy.
I am.
2020, you were Fit Fam though.
I was Fit Fam back in 2020. I kind of still am.
Every Joey P tweet back in 2020 was Fit Fam. I'm at the gym.
Yeah, I tested on the Johnny's got that one now, but I'm looking at the hour that this tweet came out, 3 a.m. Definitely wasn't me.
I'm gonna say it's Erin because I'm gonna say she was working night shift.
Too.
Yeah,
that's a good point. That's a
great point.
I should have covered up the time. It was
Should have covered the time. It was Erin. This was you?
Yeah, that's me. Yep.
Good job, Joey. Detective work.
I'm still on the clock.
All right, next one. Done with the Thanksgiving food and getting prepped for USA versus England game tomorrow. I'm so pumped watching a very America sports movie. This has got to be me or Johnny.
It's got to be Pete. It's got to be Peter.
No. So the only reason I know it wasn't me is because I cropped this picture because I recognize the background. The TV and the pictures were cropped. I'm like, oh, that's Johnny's bedroom. So I cropped it. It's Johnny.
It's Johnny.
Yeah, he's always been the Rocky guy.
And with the beard too, back in the day.
Yeah.
All right.
Great. I'm just trying to be. Oh, this is a good one. I'm just trying to be everyone's favorite bum. This could be any of us.
It really could be.
This is no. That's got to be Peter.
Let me know.
I'm stumped on this one.
What's your guess?
No, wait. I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna flip Dougie. I'm gonna go Dougie.
It's Dougie.
I beat you. I said Dougie.
Oh, yeah. All right.
That's Dougie.
That's Dougie's sarcasm right there.
Yeah. That's good. He does use that GIF a lot, or he used to use that GIF a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Sexy time vending machines? Question mark. What a time to be alive.
If it's got SEX in it, it's definitely HBIC.
That's got to be Jason, right? Is it Jason?
Absolutely. You remember tweeting this, Jason?
Yeah, that was in Naples, Italy.
On your honeymoon, apparently.
Yeah, we were on our honeymoon and we're walking around and just sitting out there like, oh, you want a Coke and a sex toy? Okay.
Amazing.
So I came up with like what are weird words that each bum would maybe use, and I said Jason sexy. It was like sexy t-shirts, and then this came up, and I'm like, yes.
This thing had like the first rows were like condoms and everything, and like the bottom rows were like butt plugs and vibrators, and it was just like, holy shit! Like, hey, you need an emergency dildo? I got a vending machine right there.
Now, Erin, if you go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go, Jay.
I was about to say that, if you had posted one of Jason's infamous tweets about having to pay to use the restroom overseas, that would have been easy go-to. That was Jason.
No, it's funny. I didn't remember at the time, but now that you're talking about it being your honeymoon, I almost remember my comment to this tweet.
Yes, that's the only reason I knew it was a honeymoon.
So how much did you end up spending?
Yes. You're on your honeymoon. How much did you spend?
We know you spent some money.
How many euros?
I mean, I would love to know, like, like there wasn't anyone there, right? But I would love to know, like, if people just go there, like, the middle of the night, like, look around and, like, or people just go up there, like, 10 in the morning and, like, yep, I need a dildo.
After a couple bottles of wine and some good food, I'm sure people, them Italians are horny. I'm sure this thing sells. Yeah. I like
Jason, do they have that little monitor up there, like when you go to Target, the self-checkout, and the monitor is staring down at you?
The face. Shit.
I'm gonna say this is me.
I think only
I would be a big meathead after they fired Eberflus.
Bring back Eberflus. I think this is Jason. Maybe it might be me. Who knows? I think it's one of us. It had to have been after, like, I mean, the Bears stunk with or without Eberflus. So it had to have been like the day after the game after they fired him. I'm like, bring him back. That's a bad tweet. All right, so just a couple of snacks, waiting on some snacks. Hashtag pizza bums.
Oh, that's 100% Vito and Nick's. That's Joey and Sandy right there.
It's not Joey and Sandy. Joey tweeted it, but it's not. The picture is not Joey and Sandy.
Oh, it's me and Joey. This is recent.
Hashtag pizza bums. Coming to a theater.
Good job, Jason.
Soon.
Yeah, I recognize that ceiling anyway.
Yeah, that ceiling, Jason. You did a good job.
Dang it. I didn't know I was going to need to crop that out. Dang.
All right, some people pay good money for this type of activity. I'm not one of them. Oh, my God. This could be anybody.
Ooh,
yeah, it really could be.
Is this a quote tweet? Because this... I don't know if this seems like it has to be like a quote tweet.
No, I made sure it wasn't a quote tweet. It was just
I need to know what kind of activity. Can we...
Yeah.
Can you know that answer?
Feet.
It's 8:12 p.m. 2/5.
Feet pick.
Weird feet shit.
I'm gonna go with Dougie on this.
Okay. Anybody else?
Erin, did you put yourself in these?
Yeah, I was the one. Saltines.
I concur. I think this is Dougie.
I'll go Erin, but I'm not.
This is me, and I thought you guys would get it because I feel like I'm the only one that really uses emojis. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have put this one in there.
Dougie.
That's
why
Dougie. Yes,
yeah.
yes. But the next one, I was like, I wasn't sure, but this was I think Mrs. Beefloaf posted a picture of a woman who had her feet out in the airport and was like rubbing them together, and I was like, nope.
Pass. All right, this is a parking my ass in front of the couch, in front of the TV plate.
All right, that's not a Dougie dish.
I was gonna say that looks too healthy for me, so I didn't tweet that out there. That's got to be Joey.
Is that Kraft mac and cheese from the box?
That has Johnny written all over it, man. That's a Johnny mac and cheese right there.
You think so? I think it's Joey. Fit Fam Joey would.
What do you think, Joey?
What do I think? I think Peter knows my countertop in the kitchen, so that's why.
I didn't.
Jason,
you guys are good with the detective work. I didn't look at that.
That's what I do for a living, bro.
Joey, this is you, brother. What is that? Mm-hmm. That doesn't look good, bro.
It looks like ass.
That was some grilled chicken with mac and cheese, fresh. He was trying to get me Fit Fam, so that was my Fit Fam days.
I got that because I was like, "There's no way anybody would believe Joey P would eat this."
Yeah. I saw that plate. I'm like, that I would never.
Yeah, all the fresh strawberries, blue cheese crumbles.
Me.
Yeah, that's bodybuilding days.
Too much chicken.
Yeah, all that protein.
All right, is this the last one? I think we got one or two more.
This is the last one, I think.
Last load of clothes in the dryer. I can't believe how much clothes from Vegas smelled. You can smell how much I had to drink spilled on. I mean, the Vegas people are me, Dougie, Jason.
I wasn't in Vegas in 2010, so it ain't me.
Oh shit, that's either me or Dougie now. But I wouldn't be tweeting about fucking laundry. That seems like a
that's
fucking.
Wait a second, Dougie. You did have a tweet about laundry. I didn't post it though.
Yeah, no, that's not me, Dougie.
It's
Dougie.
Yeah, I figured you guys would go. Dougie has an old Twitter account, 2010. All right.
It's good. It's good. All right. Oh no, yeah, one more. That means blue house in English. This is either me or Jason. We like doing the like Spanish to English thing. I think you do it too, Jay. Like so, like casa, like Casa Azul or something like that.
Yeah,
I think that's me. I think that might be me.
I'm gonna go. It
might be you. Yeah, it might be me. One of us two.
It was Jason.
We have Jason. I mean, we've been on the internet as a team for the better part of a decade and a half. We have very similarities when it comes to tweeting, and I mean, besides the horny shit, like we have very similar sensibilities when it comes to comedy, I think.
Yeah. I thought it was funny because Jason doesn't speak Spanish, so I'm like, oh, he's speaking Spanish, but
okay. I have to make sure people. I translate it for the gringos.
Yeah, I like that. Like I do that all the time when it's like an easy translation. It's like an easy. It's maybe like a cheap pop, if you will.
Yeah. So,
that was a good segment, Erin. Maybe we do this like as a recurring segment on the happy hour or Bumcast or something.
That was fantastic.
But that was really good. All right, we got about 3 minutes left before we wrap up. I think maybe we just do. We got any weekend plans? Anybody?
Yeah. So we got Hawks. We got my brothers are having their 40th birthday party tomorrow night at Bourbon Street. I have to go celebrate my brother's turning 40 at Bourbon Street. I might die, guys. I don't know if my 42-year-old ass can handle $2 Long Islands anymore.
Are they still $2?
Well, inflation. $3 now.
What are the ingredients? What are the ingredients in a Long Island?
It's rum, tequila, vodka. Yeah, it's
tariffed. That drinks $12 now.
But we used to go on Thursdays. It was like $2 Long Islands. It was like $3 like O-bombs or some shit like that. You know,
dollar Coronas.
Yes.
Miller Lite products too. Yeah.
So I'm fearful for my life, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna make the podcast on Monday. I might be in a 2-day recovery, knowing how my brother drinks, knowing how my extended family drinks too, at Bourbon Street. At my old age, surrounded by a whole bunch of other like 19, 20-year-olds who are sneaking in on underage IDs, you know, or recently turned 21, I'm in trouble.
I was gonna say, just Uber back to my place. You could sleep on the couch or in the spare bedroom, like just all hands on deck for that one.
You gonna drive me to my car Sunday morning in Marriott Park?
We'll go back in the morning.
You'll take another Uber.
Yeah. When was the last time you were at Bourbon?
Last time I was at Bourbon was maybe like when COVID was like reopening. So maybe it was like 20 or 20.
That's recent, bro.
Yeah. No, it was recent because I had a friend who I used to, when I was bartending, I had a friend who was a server. She was younger. She early 20s, so she had having her birthday there. She invited me, and I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, you know, I'll go. You know, I'll be a nice friend." And it was crazy because like that was my first time in Bourbon Street at that point in like 10 years. And as I'm walking in, two bros start fighting in the parking lot, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, not much has changed." And as I am in line to get in, there's some girl who's obviously super young. Her friend gets rejected for her ID, saying it's fake, and she's like, "Oh, her ID just got rejected. I don't know if I can go." And they immediately walked out of line. So I'm like, okay, so we got underage people trying to get in, getting rejected. I got two bros fighting, like one has their shirt off and they're fighting, and I'm like, what am I doing here? What is my life right now?
It's just Johnny and me sparring. That's all.
Yeah, that's just classic. That's just classic Joey and Johnny. We got to make it like a bums bourbon event because
it's different. They change it. They change it a lot.
I don't think people know the story. Like I met Julie through my buddy Jose at a house party, but we didn't really like meet again until a random night at Bourbon. Like me and Julie met at Bourbon Street, if you want to like, you know, write the story out. And we haven't been back in like a decade. I went back with Johnny for an AAW wrestling event, probably like in 2015 ish. But other than that, like I haven't been back in the better part of a decade. So maybe we do that. Maybe we do a Bums Bourbon night or something like that.
Their Halloween parties, like that was the last time I went to Bourbon Street, was like 2011 Halloween party. Good ass time. It was a great time.
Not as good as mine now. That there's expired. Mine's the premier Halloween event.
I still have my VIP card, Jason. You guys still have yours? No.
That got washed in the smoked ass.
You think it still works?
I can try.
Joey, that was literally 5 wallets ago. Like I've gone through wallets. Like
I got the same wallet all these years, bro.
But if we're not at Bourbon, you can find us at Jack's Place. Jack's Place,
Absolutely.
7000 West Southwest Highway in Chicago Ridge, Illinois. Like I mentioned in the ad, we got March Madness coming up. We got Cubs and Sox games kicking off. Regular season Major League Baseball is coming up quick. So head over to Jack Place. And it's always a good time. We love watching games there. I enjoy it thoroughly. So thank you to Jack's Place. Thank you guys. Erin, you're frozen, but happy belated birthday once again. Jason, enjoy. Please don't die at Bourbon Street. Joey P, I know you're
turn your clocks forward Sunday.
Oh yeah, we're so what are we doing? Am I going to be sleepy for the Bumcast or extra?
You are.
Yes.
You lose an hour.
Son of a bitch. All right, so catch us on the Bumcast Monday nights 9 or 8 p.m. We have a couple of announcements, like Jason mentioned. It's going to be a little bit different, but so we got a Whiskey at Comiskey announcement, and we have a general Bums announcement. We love teasing things. It's going to be awesome. I'm almost done with my bottle. I'm going to go upstairs and try to finish this Shanks. Guys, thank you guys for joining me. We'll see you guys soon.
Salud. See ya. Happy Friday.
Keep going. Keep going.
Amazing.
No. I love you all.